All right, folks, let me go ahead and invite our guests into the program. First of all, we're talking about literacy and the power of early childhood education right here in the Cayman Islands. We have two very special guests joining us. LIFE, which stands for Literacy is for Everyone, is Cayman's literacy charity, which was established in 2012. 2012 already? Oh my gosh, I swear it was just a couple years ago. Wow. Hosting their very first Life Literacy Conference this month under the theme of early childhood, strong start, strong future. The event aims to bring educators, caregivers, and community leaders together to close the literacy gap and strengthen learning opportunities from the earliest years. So we're pleased to have joining us on the show this morning, Miss Erica Dell'Oglio. Oh, I so hope I got that right, Erica.
Yes, that's perfect.
All right. So welcome. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes. And we also have, and Erica, by the way, is executive director of LIFE. And we also have Woody Foster, who's the chairman of LIFE, to tell us more about this important initiative and how the community can get involved. So, of course, Mr. Woody Foster is no stranger to any of us. Good morning, Sir Woody. How are you?
Morning, Sandy. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining us. So 2012, is that right? Time is just time.
Years go by.
I know, time is just flying by. Damaris is joining us from New York. Good morning, Damaris. So can you, Woody, tell us a little bit about LIFE and how this charity got started and what it aims to do?
LIFE actually started back in 2012 through Rotary. I'm part of the Rotary Club of Grand Cayman, Sunrise being a morning club. And I was literacy or vocation. I think it was vocational director back then, and not literacy. I don't think they had changed it yet at the time. And I wasn't really happy that really mostly what we were doing was writing checks and taking pictures. And I don't think that was really getting us very far. And so myself and another Rotarian, Finley Joseph, kind of had this thought that maybe we could do more with it. It took us some time. We met with educators. How do we get started? And a friend of ours, or friend of mine, or my wife's, that we were having dinner with, was a part of a directorship, and the owner of that entity said, "Listen, to any of my Caymanian directors, for any dollar that you spend back into the Cayman community, I will triple it." And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm working on this literacy, so I can help spend that. So now we had some potential dollars. Phil and I had been speaking to educators, and that's basically how we got started. We've had a meandering road to get to where we are now, where we were trying to work directly with schools, with government. We were always only ever working with government schools, but about, I don't know, Erica, 4 years ago or thereabout,
yes.
we pivoted from trying to work with all schools to just dealing with early years, because at the end of the day, we thought that was the foundation of schools, and that was where we were going to sit. So that's the very short version of how we got started.
Yes. And I mean, we know for sure, without a doubt, all the research is there, Eric, in terms of early childhood education being so critical and so pivotal, in elementary school, even before they get to school, really. But if you can get your children to love books, love reading, especially, love learning, generally speaking, their life trajectory is going to be incredibly amazing. I mean, it's just getting that sort of foundation, that solid foundation. So tell me a little bit, Erica, about, how you guys now are working towards that goal of really trying to make an impact in the earliest years.
Yes, so you're completely correct there, Sandy. There is so much evidence, solid evidence, that investing in early childhood care and education has lifelong benefits, and that is worldwide. There's famous examples and studies that have been done through the Perry Preschool study in the US, and then also more recently with the economist James Heckman, that shows the similar results, but that early investment, especially in the first 5 years, yields the greatest returns compared to any other stage of education. So what LIFE has been doing, like what he said, in the last 4 years, it's almost nearly 5 now. We were looking at that yesterday. It's amazing how time flies. Is that we have programs, one called Thrive by 5, that really focuses in the preschools by working closely with the leaders and the teachers there, offering continued professional development opportunities, supplying books, because LIFE loves books, and we believe so much in the power of books, but books that complement the early childhood curriculum framework, Cayman's early childhood curriculum, having really diverse books in there that every little child can see themselves reflected in the illustrations and in the stories. We also do vision and hearing screenings through our wonderful community partners, Optical Outlook and Cayman Hearing Center, who offer at no cost vision and hearing screenings to the children within those centers. And we also have Speech Studio, who offer their community give back in there as well. So we are really focused there. We also do partner with the ministry, with the Early Childhood Care and Education Unit, to do more community-based work through Smart Start and other initiatives like that. And we also work with the Early Childhood Association, so that we can really all come together and have that impact, because we really do believe that this is such a unique time, and it is a window of opportunity really for children to get that best, most stimulating start.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic work that you're doing now. I do know that I think it was last year I saw you in the high school there at Clifton Hunter.
Yes,
so do you still go around to all of the different schools?
Absolutely. Yes, we do. We
Right.
still have our PED reading program, which is in primary schools, and at John Gray. It's not at Clifton Hunter. If anybody's listening and would like to become a LIFE volunteer, we really need LIFE volunteers out in Bodden Town, East End. And if you'd like to become a volunteer, please reach out to us. We'll give our contact details at the end. But we would be able to do more if we had more volunteers out that side. But to answer your question, yes, we do.
And tell us a little bit about what you need the volunteers to do.
So our volunteers in the PED reading program read once a week or possibly twice a week with a student. You need to be able to commit half an hour to an hour of your time every week consistently, because it is really about consistency and showing up for that student, and it's sharing reading ultimately. And what you said right at the beginning when you introduced us is that joy of reading and having confidence, being able to have better comprehension skills, and that you do not need to be a teacher to be a volunteer. You just need to be someone that is caring, cares about our community and wants to do more. You do need to go through child protection training, and that's all done online, but LIFE offers a clear path on how to do that. You have to give us a police clearance and submit 2 references that we would call. And we do offer a bit of training there, but you do not need to be a teacher. You just need to be someone that can consistently show up and share the joy of reading and help build that confidence and love of learning.
That's fantastic. I'll have to share with you kind of off air one of the projects that I want to come to life. pun intended, with
Yeah.
with CMR TV, which is really about doing a elementary base, like for younger kids for sure, program, and reading is going to be like a large part of that. But getting like certain people in the community to read, like the MP will read
Yeah.
like his favorite childhood book and that sort of thing, and make a fun show out of it. But anyway, we digress. Let's good morning to Brenda. Miss Barbara is here, so good to see you guys. Let's go ahead and talk about your inaugural, if you will, conference, and what you are going to offer the community through the conference, and how people can participate in that.
Should I do that one, Woody?
Go for it. You're the lady who's in charge. I'm just there to support. I told you that the last time.
So we are very excited about this conference. It is our first one, and it is going to be tackling literacy issues and talking about investing in early childhood education and why it doesn't just help individual children, but it strengthens families, reduces inequality, and can really be, that fire that can build a more prosperous Cayman for everyone. We have a great lineup of speakers. We have Dr. Dan Worry, who is coming down from the US. We have our own Dr. Shannon Seymour. We have Dr. Nicola Williams, and we have the Honourable Minister Anglin coming along as well. We have two different panel discussions because LIFE commissioned a report to be done on the state of early childhood in the Cayman Islands, and those findings are going to be shared at the conference. So the first panel discussion will be around that, and then we have a panel discussion at the end. It is a free event, but you do need to register so that one can supply lunch for you. And also we would really like to invite the community to register, but also bring along a book when you come. And for the book that you put in, you will get a raffle ticket. We've got some great prizes there, one being 2 nights at the Marriott. So that's it in a nutshell. We've got Donna Bush, who will be moderating one of the panels. And yes, it's for everyone. The conference really is going to bring together educators, parents, and the public. Anyone really who is interested in understanding more about the power of literacy and foundational literacy and how it connects with workforce readiness and lifelong learning.
Your KPMG report is going to be really important.
Yes.
That's really looking forward to pushing that out. Everybody will get a first glimpse of that at the conference.
Oh, that should be interesting. Yes. All right. So folks, the Life Literacy Conference is coming up on November the 1st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And the theme for their very first inaugural one is Early Childhood, Strong Start, Strong Future. Will be held at the Kimpton Seafire Resort and Spa. Registration is required. It's free to attend, but they really want you to register because there's all the stuff that happens with these conferences behind the scenes. They need to know how many seats to set up, maybe for the coffee break, what sort of items they need to have, complimentary coffee and so on. So registration is required. So please, folks, go to the website, lifeconference.ky. And you'll see all the details there on how to register. And the earlier you register, the better for sure.
Well, I think we're 200 plus, I think already, Erica.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's actually over that now. Well,
so you need to register for sure.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is amazing, actually. We're really excited.
Yeah. So it's open to everyone. Educators, caregivers, nonprofit leaders, parents, you definitely want to come. Would you recommend people leave the kids at home?
I would. That's what I was going to say. It's not really an event for children.
Yes.
There's going to be many fun things for them to do there, but it is a time that parents can really, get the benefit of hearing this information.
All right. And, you know, the conference is really going to be exploring how to strengthen early childhood systems to improve educational outcomes and overall well-being in our community. So this is an important conference, and I would recommend everyone who has any interest in our youth, in literacy, generally speaking, in Cayman. And remember that, you know, early childhood, this is this is our future. So we've all got to be interested at some level. So, and just to incentivize people a little bit, we have prizes that are going to be available, including a 2-night staycation at the Marriott Resort and gift vouchers and more. So how do people, will you be giving out the prizes at the conference, or how will that work?
It will be at the conference. You're going to have to be there. You can't get your drop your book off, get your raffle ticket and leave. You will have to be there when they call that at the end of the day.
Yeah, and all you have to do is donate a new or gently used children's book at the conference. And then how do you repurpose these books? By working with early childhood centers?
It doesn't have to be an early years book. We do collect books for children from birth up until age 18 because...
Erica, why don't you give them a little brief on how many books and kind of our book program? And
book program.
Okay. Yes.
So LIFE, since its conception, has now donated over 100,000 books into the community.
What? That's a lot of books.
Yes, we're very passionate about books, but we really do believe in the power of having the right books placed in the right hands. So we have incredible volunteers here at LIFE because we're a small team, but we have an army we call them our life force of volunteers, and one in particular who spearheads our book donations. And she really does put a lot of time and effort into making sure the right books are in the right programs. So in the past, one of LIFE's big programs was to do classroom libraries, and those were all brand new books into every single government primary school. It was 50 books per student per class, and those were brand new, and that happened during COVID and in the year that followed that. But we also do home libraries we are very grateful to our sponsors that do help us purchase brand new books for that. But any gently used books go to top-up libraries or to many other community initiatives that we do. Pretty much everywhere LIFE goes, we like to give books. We don't sell books, but we do like to give books everywhere we go. So any book that comes in here gets processed by volunteers and gets placed in the right program or the right project that we're working on at the time, and then they get distributed into the community.
This is fantastic. And I must tell you that when I was at your literary, it was the school that put on Clifton Hunter, their literacy day, the kids were kind of excited to get a book. And in fact, they all wanted me to sign their books. And then when you ran out, they were like, just sign a piece of paper for me.
We actually learned so much at that event because they came and told us exactly what books they were really into, and also which books that they loved from when they were little, and how they wouldn't mind having another copy of those because they had such good memories of them. So that was a great event, a learning event for LIFE as well.
Oh, this is fantastic. So you've got a really great lineup of speakers. And if anyone wants to learn a little bit more about the speakers, you can check out their social media page, which is LIFE Cayman. And, they'll give you a little bio, for example. They've got Stacey Scott, who's the director of KPMG. And you can just click on that link and find out a little bit more about who, Stacey is. We've got Danielle Young, same thing. She's operations manager there at LIFE, and you can find out a bit more about her as well. So lots of exciting things going on for your organization. So of course, congratulations. And, they're looking for volunteers, folks. They're looking for anyone who is willing to donate books, I guess help out with the reading as well. That's so critical and that's so important. So if you you have a little bit of time on your hands and, you want to help this amazing organization, by all means, please reach out. The best way to reach out, I'm guessing, social media. You've got your website, info@life.org.ky.
Yes, or
Yeah.
you can email us at info@life.org.ky, or you can
Yes.
call us at 328-3120.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or you can come into our office. We now have an office, which
Oh.
is in the Cayman Center building, which
Cayman
is
Center.
opposite
Post
the
office.
post office in Owen Roberts Drive.
Where Cynical used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So please,
Oh,
our doors
that
are open
plaza used to be Airport Plaza or something. It's changed the name.
to Cayman Center building.
Okay.
It's right. I guess it's right across from the Georgetown post office, from the airport post office.
Right. All right. So we have Cayman Business Machines, I think, is in there as well. Okay. All right. I think I know where it is. All right. So good. So you've got an office space there now. People can come in and see someone in person.
Yes. Anytime between 9:30 and 4 o'clock on weekdays, there will be somebody here. You can also, if you have any books that you want to donate, you can bring them here. We also have a box at mailboxes, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a Dropbox for books.
Dropbox, yes.
Very nice.
Or give us a call. We're always happy to pass on your gently loved books.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure you want to do a shout out to your sponsors for the conference who have helped to make it all possible.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. One of them is CMR, so thank you, Sandy. We have DART, Cereba, Tower, CLRE, Khan, Maples, Wheaton Precious Metals, and many more. They're quite a few. But thank you, everybody. There is still time to sponsor. So Tower are the people to go to that are organizing all of this for us. And if you are still interested in sponsoring, please do contact them.
And Park Journal says this is great. Literacy is so important. And as someone who's authored some books herself, I'm sure that she can attest to how literacy really, really changes a person's life. Ms. Pat saying this is a great resource for families. Please get involved. Giving back to our community is part of life balance. And we want to thank, of course, yourself, Erica, and Woody Foster. We know Mr. Woody is involved in a lot of amazing initiatives in the community. And this is just another example of one Cayman kind, giving Woody a big shout out. That's Mr. Amelia. She says, good morning. And this is fantastic. So folks, November the 1st is right around the corner. Trust me. Like I said this morning, Christmas will be here before you know it. It's just flying by so quickly. So this is your opportunity to get registered for this event. Don't let today pass without going and doing the registration. I'll put the link in the comment section for those of you who are interested. And of course, you would have seen some, promotions on our social media and website pages, and we will continue to share those as well. I think you're going to have a record number of people for your first literacy conference. So that's going to be exciting.
We're really excited. Can I just say this? It's not going to be a silver bullet to solving anything. Sorry, I think I'm frozen.
No,
we can hear you. On this end, you're good.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not. I think what Woody wants to say, it's not a silver bullet, but it is going to be an opportunity to open the conversation.
Yeah,
that so desperately needs to be had.
Yes. And what I always learn from these conferences, and I know Miss Shannon, I've seen her at a number of them, youth-related conferences, is that I feel like you always learn something that you didn't know before. And I walk away going, wow, I didn't know that particular statistic, or, so I'm sure your conference, it's packed with some amazing speakers, and undoubtedly I'll walk away from it thinking the exact same thing, like, oh, wow, this was quite an eye opener. But it's also a great opportunity, I feel like, for everyone to kind of get together in one location, say hi to each other, maybe exchange business cards. Parents can speak to people in the industry, educators, early, teachers, and so on. So it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much.
That's what we feel. So thank you so much for this opportunity, Sandra.
All right. Have a wonderful Friday.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.